it's about a woman who is becoming enlightened. And the journey starts on her own, and she doesn't know quite how to get there. And she is living in a society that is used to things being a certain way, and that is how she is taught, that that's how you are. And somebody who's outside of society and thinks in a different way, she's been told all these things about him, and she has a certain impression of him. She meets him and finds things to be very different. And slowly but surely, her mind is opened, and she discovers that this self-discovery that she's been going through is not wrong. And she decides to go further with that. And eventually, I think she gets there on her own, even though she thinks she needs the help from someone else to find her way. She eventually discovers that she can do it on her own.
Finding herself through language, and finding a language to define the world that she lives in, and thereby gaining agency. And that idea of knowledge and language being the gateway to agency really appealed to me. And the power of knowledge and language to sort of lift the soul and the mind of a person who's sort of on the fringes of things in a way.
And I think the more and more her vocabulary grows and her mind gets expanded, is the more and more she understands herself and can define her own self and her own needs and her own wants. Kind of like outside to be able to look in.
I think it's such a fundamental play about growing into self, finding identity, finding a voice.
I think there's something about seeing somebody change and watching as that person changes, because she's changing, it's caused another person to as well.
Yeah.
And that's fascinating, because there's this thing in life that you are who you are. Not necessarily. It's exciting to watch change afoot.